My name's Braden, and in high school, our center had Tourette's. Blue, fuck. 42, fuck.
What's going on, Stick Crew? Welcome back to the Stick Crew podcast.
My name is Finn Van Eekirk, joined with my co-host, Spencer Castle, Connor Farley, and our boy, McKay Stang over here. Thank you so much for joining us, you guys, on the YouTube. Episode 3 for Fantasy Hockey. We got decent amount to cover today. Carter Hart is finally back, baby. Stamkos hits his 1,200 career points, and Jesper Wallstedt continues to surge, and the Capitals turn things around and jump to the top of the Metro. Boys, let's get right into it with our Stick Crew standouts. Who'd like to go?
I got Mark Stone. He's got 4 points in 4 games since coming back from injury. He was looking deadly before that injury. Can't imagine that slowing down, especially with playing with Marner now. So, looks good for him.
Yeah, who knows how long he's going to stay healthy for, but
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, the fucking LTIR is calling his name.
His primary team.
Yeah, we'll see how that trade
Yeah.
his actual team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal, man. That
He
guy,
affiliates with the Vegas Golden Knights. He actually plays for the LTIR.
pretty
Hawks.
much, man.
Dude, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he made another trip like to the LTIR at least once this season.
Oh, right before trade deadline, for sure.
Yeah. Well, you know they got to keep him healthy enough for playoffs because he just lights it up in playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Like he's just that kind of guy.
Yeah, it's like rinse and repeat. He's
this-
fucking hurt, and then a miraculous recovery come playoff time.
There you go. This has worked X amount of years in the past. Let's just keep doing it and see how many more times
I think it's
gonna
the
work.
last year they can take advantage of that, right? Wasn't there talk of them changing the rule?
Yeah, I think they changed something
Yeah.
to do with it
I
because
would not be surprised.
It's like you lose your eligibility for playoffs or something like that.
Yeah, I think if you miss like X amount of games now or something, or you're on LTIR for a certain amount of time.
Do you know if that's
The
now or
Mark
if they...
Stone rule.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
the cap space rule.
Yeah, it's fucked.
He's such a key piece to that team, though. Like you can just see the jolt of energy that they get right when he gets back in the lineup.
It's
Like
crazy.
they're going to be going on a run here probably.
It's crazy he used to be with Ottawa. I almost always forget that.
Yeah,
Like,
the
he
captain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the captain on the Knights now? Is it Eichel?
Or is it
I
Theodore?
thought it was Shea
Theodore?
Oh, it might be Eichel.
Because it was Pietrangelo, right?
He was an A.
He was an A.
If only we had access to the internet.
It is Stone.
It's Mark Stone.
It is Mark
Yeah,
Stone.
fucking. I had a feeling, man.
It is Mark Stone.
It is indeed.
It's a
Mark
lot
Stone.
of time missing your captain.
Real top-notch hockey analysis here, boys.
No
I'm
kidding.
gonna move over to my Stick Crew standout, my boy Artemi Panarin. This is a Jonathan Quick jersey, but go Rangers. Yeah, the Rangers, they finally win a few games here this week. They haven't really been looking like themselves to start the year, but Panarin, man, had a slow start, and with his surge here, the team finally starts to pick it up a bit. Shesty's been amazing. Panarin's got 8 points in his last 4 games. Just love to see it. He's a guy that probably was taken first or second round. Like, this is probably near the end of the first round.
I think he was.
This year?
I think he was second this year, but yeah, I think he was somewhere in there.
Yeah, there's a bit of dip
Mix, yeah.
in production last year, but he's still I'd say he's still a top 10, top 12 player. Fringe.
Yeah, probably,
Panarin?
probably
Panarin?
in the top 12 range.
I don't know.
Top 12.
I think he's worked his way out of the top 12.
I think I could
Which
name
is
10
crazy
players.
because he's still relatively young.
And on top of that too, though, it's like you have all these young guys coming in, filling up those spots. So I don't know. I can see him even being the bottom end of the top 24.
Yeah, I agree. Especially I don't know, I
Damn.
might go a little Don Cherry here, but I don't love Russians very much. I just they don't back check. They're good snipers. Don't
You
get me
people
wrong.
need to wear a poppy. You know?
Tops. They're the top snipers, without a doubt, for sure. It's just I don't know how their two-way game plays. I'd rather an American, a Canadian,
Oh, brother. Okay.
All right, here we go. Moving on.
Generally,
on
there's exceptions. Kucherov's a stud. I'll give that exception.
We're
But
gonna-
Panarin seems pretty.
We're going to be talking a little bit more about Russians later, so we'll move
Yeah, we've
on.
literally. That seems like a perfect segue
That's
into your guys.
That's a perfect
spin.
segue into
That's
mine. Unlike Don Cherry, I love Russians, and especially this one, Alexander Ovechkin. 5 points in week 8, 12 shots over 4 games. Yeah, it was good to see him kind of have a good week there. It was a bit spotty, kind of leading up. First month of the season wasn't very inspiring, but when you have a guy like Alexander Ovechkin with the experience that he has and the power play deployment, I think it's just bound to figure itself out eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that whole team has been like pretty on fire recently.
On a tear,
too.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just whooped my LA Kings not whooped, but 3-1 my LA Kings last night, and they look like
Slight
the better
whooping.
hockey team.
They always just come out of nowhere. That team is just every year.
Yeah, they're just like bound to pick it up at some
Yeah,
point every year.
it's you look at their roster man for man. You're always like, I don't like who do they have? It's the Ovechkin, and then it seems like it falls off. after
Yeah,
that.
there's like
And then
such
there's-
a mixed bag on
Yeah.
that team, but
I think it's-
they find a way to get it done. I mean, we're gonna talk about them later, but we might as well just keep talking about them right now.
Yeah, I
like
think it's
8-1-1 in their last 10,
Nuts.
just rolling.
I think a big contributing factor is on as much as like Tom Wilson and Ovi have kind of been on a roll here. I think the way that they've set up their decor makes a big difference. You got John Carlson, at least offensively.
Chikrin.
You got John Carlson, Chikrin. You got Rasmus Sandin, which you've seen when he needs to come in and be the top power play specialist, he does just fine in his own right as well. So, like that's a solid. That's a solid 3D men to have.
Very
offensively.
underrated
Mhm.
defense, yeah.
They just
Matt Roy, they got Matt Roy too.
Yep.
He's a great defensive
he was
defenseman. So
he was a
It's a
waiver
deep
wire
man.
pickup for
well, they
this
draft
week.
so well. Like
Yep.
it's insane. They are the Flames, but with better drafting, right? Like they're never bottoming out, but they're always just picking studs at like 16, 17, 18.
Mhm.
It's absurd. I don't understand how you get that successful at drafting.
Mhm.
Logan Thompson's been great for them. He's been a top 10 goalie in the past, top 5 goalie in the last 10 games for sure.
Yeah.
And you know, you got like a decent backup with Lindgren there just in case.
Yeah.
But dude, Tom Wilson, he's been better than Ovechkin this past week.
Mhm.
And I know you hate to say that because you were really talking our man down last week.
Yeah, I was. I stand by my point. Sell him high.
Yeah.
I just like again, like he had a good year last year, and maybe you see him finish similar, but I just don't see Tom Wilson at this point in his career surpassing anything he's done in the past. You rarely see that happen.
It's true. But
I mean, it also we're talking hockey fantasy. It's so dependent on how your league scoring is. There's a ton of league
Sure.
that's do scoring based on hitting, and like in that league, Tom Wilson bumps up dramatically, right? Like
Totally.
he's
Yep.
He's a top 10 player right now in fantasy without hits.
Without
yeah,
hits.
Yeah.
exactly
it's
right.
crazy.
So it's tough to say. Like hitting's one of the nicest stats in terms of like if you've got it for scoring because it's so much more consistent, right? Like it's
Yeah.
So I don't know. Kind of depends on your league scoring and everything, but
I still think like if you can sell like Tom Wilson, package him with something and go get Brady Tkachuk, I'm doing that all day, especially if your league has hitting. If you're in a bangers league, like that's something that I'm looking to pull the trigger on. If your league doesn't have hitting, I'd go get a more skilled player.
Honestly,
Yeah.
even without hits, I feel like Brady's a good buy low because he just missed a bunch of time, right? Like that's the only
Yeah.
reason he's not ranked super
Yeah,
high. So,
grab him in both.
so
honestly.
go try to buy low on Brady
Yeah, that's
Tkachuk.
a stud wherever you can get him.
It's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah, if you got Tom Wilson, that's
although
easy bait.
I will say, have you guys seen any clips of the new Kachuk podcast?
No.
Man,
Just a couple.
I don't know if I'd be buying in on that CT motherfucker. Holy crap. It is brutal watch. It is bad watch, those two. I was so excited for it, and I saw the first couple clips. I'm like, this is just... You remember, like, the Mighty Ducks, not Dumb and Dumber, but the Bash Brothers?
Yeah.
And they kind of have this relationship where they just smack their heads against each other and everything. It's a podcast version of that. Like, it's
Okay,
just...
So what you're saying is we need to get the Tkachuk brothers, and Cam Scadaboo all on the same
Dude.
podcast and just like see what happens.
Dude.
Gold. Antonio Brown can rifle off some questions to him.
He's gonna host that thing.
Yeah.
That would be gold. That
Maybe
would be
Facilitating-
Gronk in there or something. It's
Facilitating headbutts. Yeah, absolutely.
that would be comedy gold, man.
that would
Yeah.
be canceled so quick.
100%.
I feel like it would be so tough to give up a guy like Tom Wilson with how he's been playing though. Like 9 points in his last 4 games. It's just unreal.
Yeah, you'd fully be doing it with the hope that
Yeah,
he slows down.
Like, what if-
sometime
what if
soon
he
here.
just-
What if he doesn't?
What if he
It's rough.
doesn't? Yeah, like
When he gives you
I don't-
such a high floor with his hitting. I guess, sorry, again, depends on your league scoring, but
Like if you're once again, if you're in a bangers league, I think with him you're trading for someone who also bangs.
Yeah.
But if you're not in a bangers league,
pause.
flag on the play.
It's a technical foul.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike. Anyways, I think if you're not in a bangers league, then that's when you have kind of free reign to go for anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
And he's not a panic sell. This isn't someone that you're like, oh my god, I need to get him off my team. But just I in my opinion, I would be forewarned that I think he's gonna drop off. Now how much I don't know, but he's at like peak value right now. When have you ever seen Tom Wilson this valuable?
Never.
So
Yeah, he usually falls to that like 60, like 50, 60 rank
Yeah.
by the end of the year, I'd
Yeah.
say. So
He
so
even
not a
says-
panic sell. Still gonna be a good player on your team.
Yeah.
100%. But take advantage of this if you can.
yeah, 100%. Connor, stick your
Yeah,
stand
I'm rocking with the boy Sidney Crosby, man. He's on a
Unk.
fucking tear right now. Unk indeed, yeah. Sid the middle-aged man. There's,
We got 3 unks as our
There's-
sticker stand.
yeah, we
It's
do.
all
Yeah,
3
we're
guys.
rocking with the OGs right now, but fucking third in the league in goals right now. He's got 6 points over the last 3 games. 5 of those are goals. Yeah, just fucking appreciate it while you can, man.
Absolutely.
38 years old, still doing his thing. That's nuts. You just don't see that too often.
well, that's what's crazy about calling all 3 of them unks is like just how much older Crosby is than Wilson or Stone, right? Like,
Yeah.
holy cow, has he been doing it forever?
Yeah, he's like actually Unk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like.
I mean, I meant Ovi, not Wilson, but
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Ovi's
that's true.
super
Ovi's,
Unk.
yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
for sure.
actually,
They're
to be
both
fair,
up there.
Ovi's, yeah, he's gotten a year on Crosby.
Yeah, and like so a fuck ton of gray hair to show for him, man. He is a. Ovi looks old as shit. Sidney Crosby at least still
He's
an
Sidney
Sidney
Crosby.
for a guy in his
Yeah,
mid 30s.
Sidney Crosby looks like an ad for Just for Men. Like it's like he.
Yeah.
There's no way he's not tying that hair. You know.
He's been taking his vitamins.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I don't know what Ovi's been doing, but I
Bro.
don't think he cares.
You know, right when Crosby retires, he's gonna pull the Carey Price and just hit all the commercials.
Yeah.
We're gonna see him in every single like suits,
Yeah.
underwear. Like we're gonna see him in all these like crazy commercials.
Either that or we'll never see him again.
True.
Yeah.
He'll just fall off the face of the
He'll
planet
pull
and
a-
fuck off to somewhere in Cole Harbor
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the next
Yeah.
50 years.
Let's
He's
go
like
fishing or something.
the Canadian version of Mika Kiprusoff. You ever heard those stories about him?
Yeah.
In the off season, he'd just go missing in rural Finland, and they'd like actually hire basically private investigators to go into rural Finland to go get like him to sign a new contract. Yeah, it's
I mean, fuck,
insane.
We've seen Kip like once since he retired. He came back for his
Yeah.
jersey retirement.
And you could tell his siblings had no idea he was famous somewhere. Or sorry, not his siblings, his kids. Like he had never told them
Yeah.
that he was like, oh yeah, I was a
It's like dad's
all-star
side
goalie.
job.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. You love to see it from those guys. I wouldn't sell high on Crosby in fantasy, honestly. We know that he
No.
can do this day in, day out.
He's just that guy, man.
And you know,
I
if
rock with him.
Maybe like a slight dip as the season
well,
goes
and
on, but
the potential for him to get traded, right? Like who?
I don't think it's
I don't
happening.
think it's happening
well,
either.
I think it's going to be
But-
the opposite. I think they might be buying,
Yeah.
and maybe a
Yeah.
supporting cast gets better.
I mean, we
And-
talked about it before with Sid, man. That's just there's some guys across sports that just earn that right.
Yeah.
No matter how good or bad the team is, he's just one of those guys that if he wants to stay put, he can fucking stay put.
And it's just crazy to me that like throughout pretty much most of his career, like he's played with good players, you know, like you have Malkin and Letang and I mean Eric Carlson, I guess, but like
Kessel?
Phil
Kessel?
Oh,
Come
Phil
on,
the
man.
Thrill.
Phil
yeah.
the Thrill, man.
Yeah. Brian Rust.
Hot dog Phil?
Yeah.
Hot dog Phil.
Yeah. No,
Right
I was just I was just gonna say it blows my mind that I feel like we haven't seen him play with another like elite caliber. I mean, you know, those other guys are good, but like
I would say Gino was
Malkin
elite.
was elite for sure for a
Yeah.
while.
He
there.
had a stretch.
And
of
I would
elite,
say
yeah.
let's do
I'd
this.
say like
Who's
recently though, like not
Recently,
not
no, yeah.
in their
well, they only
primes.
traded Guznetsov.
Gensel.
Gensel. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
This is
Gensel.
why he doesn't like Russians, man.
Guznetzel?
Yeah, there's too many vowels, you know.
Wrong,
But-
buddy.
But who are we taking? If you look at the list of supporting characters on Ovechkin's career versus Crosby's career, I'm taking Crosby's supporting cast without a doubt.
Yeah, I think I am too.
Like, what do you have with Ovechkin? You've got Backlund and Wilson. I would probably say is your 1 and 2. Svechnikov, or no, what was their cough?
Kuznetsov.
Kuznetsov.
What was their call?
That's who you were
the
talking
one
about.
that you
bro.
mixed with Gensel.
Yeah.
Kuzgensnikov.
Jesnikov.
Kind of sounds.
Yeah,
like
I'd take Crosby's too, man. They had an insane like string of drafts. I was looking
Yeah.
back at that the other day, and there was like a 4-year span in which they got Crosby, Malkin, Stahl, Fleury.
Well, that was the ultimate
Nuts.
hack, was finishing last right before a lockout, so you double up on the top
Yep.
round picks. That was such a hack back then. Like, ugh.
Going over here to injury updates. Tyler Seguin, ACL injury, out for the season. It's pretty big for the Stars. A really solid depth
Yeah.
piece for them, you know? Like, their team is obviously unreal, but you take a guy like that out, things might get a little shaky in terms of depth.
Yeah.
What do you guys see them doing before the trade deadline? They're obviously going to have to make some sort of move for a center, probably a more vet guy. They don't have to pay a lot for, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think just exactly that. They buy a veteran relatively cheap.
Yeah.
But
Fill
they're
in some of
also
that production.
their defensive core is a little banged up right now too, right? They're missing.
Harley's injured right now.
Yeah, they'll
Do
be
you know the
buyers.
status on him? Like, what's his timeline looking like?
I actually haven't looked at it.
Because I would say that's still a bigger hole for them moving forward if he's out long term.
Yeah, that totally would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have any updates from Yahoo. Not that Yahoo's been great
Fucking
for
shocking.
updating.
Yeah. Goddamn.
Hey, maybe they go get Nazem Kadri.
God, I hope so.
Like
Yeah,
that would
literally
be
no
a
update.
move I totally see happening.
He's
Yeah.
sitting on my
If the Flames don't get in their own way, that is a move that should happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But-
according to the Flames, they're not rebuilding.
Yeah.
This isn't fantasy hockey.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate
Wah,
that team.
wah. Disappointment.
Fucking get rid of them all.
Yeah.
What about like a Elias Pettersson?
Sure.
That could be interesting.
I just think he's.
I
too
can't
ex-
see
I think he's
Vancouver
too-
trade.
Probably too
Yeah, and I can't
expensive.
see
Probably too
Vancouver
expensive.
trading him. As much as it could make sense for Vancouver, I think he's kind of. You look back at Calgary with Gaudreau, I think it's very similar in terms of he's the face of the franchise. You can't really. It's a tough sell, especially with what happened with Miller last year. I think they put their eggs in that basket, and they kind of have to sleep in the bed they made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would check out.
That picking Pedersen over Miller's looked decent for them though this year. That clip of Miller not back checking was just brutal, man.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, he's been very up and down. He's had his games, but I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah.
I feel like he's battling something injury related.
Yeah, it's just a tough
A
look.
little banged
Like,
up, yeah.
you think of him as such a competitor, and to see him back off on that play was just weird.
Let's move on over to Kyle Palmieri out 6 to 8 months.
So the season, more or less.
Yeah.
That's the Islanders guy,
Islanders.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that play was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was just
the pass off.
Yeah, did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Did you?
Nope.
Tears his ACL, steals the puck, and gets an assist before he gets off the ice with a
Wow.
torn ACL.
While he's like
That's
Dude,
fantastic.
that
he's
is-
limping off.
It
Yeah.
was pretty nuts, yeah.
What a hockey play.
Just
Like,
Yeah.
just a
Jesus.
guy that's had like a like relatively successful career, you kind of hate to see go down with that. And another depth piece for the Islanders. I know nobody really sees them as like serious contenders, but they've looked all right.
Yeah, they've been working quietly.
Yeah, and I think he was even playing on their top line and even getting some top power play time like here and there.
Yeah,
surprisingly, but yeah, that's a bit of a blow for them. So who knows what they're going to be doing at the deadline.
And that veteran presence, that really blows.
Yep.
They don't have Brock Nelson anymore, right? He's on Avalanche.
Avs, yeah.
They're missing the one and true on K. God, that guy looks like he's 55 years old.
Yeah.
Back to the Rangers, another like a relatively big blow for them. Adam Fox, their top D man, he's just randomly surfaced on LTIR as he does once a year at least. Very, very upsetting as a bit of a Rangers fan and having him on my fantasy team.
So do we think that going forward, I know it's too early to talk about next season, but do you think that this injury stuff is going to start to bake more into his price come draft season next year?
I think so.
I would think so, yeah. Some guys, you just have to expect it.
Yeah.
He's always been in that like top like A tier defenseman for most of his career, and like I don't know. It's frustrating, and it looks like New York is just going to run with 5 forwards on their top power play because they really do not have a lot of great backup options.
Not a lot of depth there.
Yeah, there's like barely any defensive depth.
Miller?
Miller's gone. He's on Carolina.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like Braden Schneider, Vladislav Gavrikov. Those are their top 2 guys right now. So not a great situation. They could be buying some D depth by playoffs.
Yeah.
Could see that happening for sure.
No, 100%.
Tyson Forrester out 2 to 3 months. That's a shitty one for the Flyers. He's kind of been surging recently. 13 points in 21 games this year. He had some top power play time recently. Good young prospect. Yeah, I mean, in terms of fantasy, I feel like he's a safe drop if you don't have any IR room.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Same with Paul Mary, honestly.
Yep.
Just
Same with Sagan. Well, I mean, obviously.
Well,
Yeah.
Palmieri you can drop for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
6 to 8 months, you're not seeing that guy during your fantasy season.
Yeah.
All of these guys for sure.
Do not drop Adam Fox, though. I probably would not do that.
No, I would not drop Adam Fox.
Another little injury. Scott Wedgwood left their last game with back spasms, but he apparently is okay, I think. Could be a little bit of a concern with his age. They might be giving Blackwood some more starts. The Wood Brothers.
The Wood Brothers.
Yeah.
Wood Brothers.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so if you're a Mackenzie Blackwood owner, I mean, that's an optimistic sign for you.
Yeah, I think that's one way that Blackwood can also kind of retake, assuming this is something that actually keeps him out. He can kind of retake that near bell cow role, this 75-25 split kind of thing.
Yeah.
Totally. Probably some of the biggest news in the NHL today, this week. Carter Hart is back in the NHL.
Crazy.
Got recalled
Pretty nuts.
from some pretty poor performances in the AHL to start against the Blackhawks on Tuesday and gets that shootout win.
Played pretty good.
Yeah.
Like
He didn't look bad.
First NHL game back in how many years has it been?
2
now? Maybe pushing 3.
2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a performance you want to see.
It's a lot of time to be out of
him.
action, yeah.
Out of him for sure.
But holy hate watch, man. Twitter was nuts last night. I mean, holy shit.
No kidding. Yeah, that's gonna be a polarizing guy for a while. But thank God we're not involved in politics, just fantasy hockey. So in terms of that, I think he looked great. And you know what? He showed it on the fantasy score sheet too. So
The NFL versus NHL contrast and how people treat
Yeah.
It's
Oh, for sure.
insane. I mean,
This is just a Wednesday in the
Yeah,
NFL, man.
dude,
This is going on 2.5 years for this guy.
Yeah.
I've gotten 4 notifications from the NFL today of guys doing this shit.
Yep. Yep.
Like, oh, Stephon Diggs did what?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, good showing from Hart. 27 saves. He had a few fumbles. There was a goal that he gave up. He just played it wrong and shot it right at one of the Blackhawks, and it came right back in the net.
Yeah.
And he got absolutely just beamed by Connor Bedard
Yeah.
in the game and in the shootout. So we know who his daddy is right now. But yeah, he comes back to the league. Who the fuck is this kid?
Some shit he's never seen
Really,
before.
really warm welcome back to the league there.
Got a
but-
taste of his own medicine and got undressed.
All right, no,
that is something I thought we weren't gonna do, but I guess we're doing that. So
But honestly, man,
Flip it.
like that Vegas goaltending room is kind of in shambles right now.
A little bit, yeah.
He's pretty much what they need with
Totally.
Aiden Hill can't seem to stay healthy, and Akira Schmid.
yeah.
And
Whatever
yeah,
the fuck his name
And
is.
not in
Well, I'll
the same
tell
way
ya-
that Sidney Crosby is.
I'll tell
Not
you.
middle-aged, middle production.
I'll tell you, there could be a good market for Logan Cooley here moving forward. Hey,
Devin Cooley.
Devin Cooley,
That's
Logan
Yeah, I was
Cooley.
gonna say,
Wrong.
I think a lot of teams would love to have.
Yeah.
Logan
Are they
Cooley.
related?
What's that?
They're not related, are they?
I don't believe so.
They low key look like it, but
Okay, so I got a question for you guys in regards to Carter Hart before we jump down a rabbit hole that's gonna take us away. Are we buying Carter Hart?
100%.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Yeah.
If you didn't get him off waivers, I would send an offer or two out there.
Yeah.
He looks like he can totally steal that starting role from Schmid, and then probably work into a pretty good timeshare once Aiden Hill's back, I'd say.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would agree. What are we looking to pay for him? Give me a range.
In
Who
terms of
feels about-
goaltenders,
Who feels about right? Oh, it doesn't even have to be a goaltender. Just give me a player that you think could be around what you would pay for Carter Hart and be all right with that.
Maybe a Dylan Dubé or
and we're going there.
Sorry, wrong range.
Going there again.
To Sean Watson.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I would maybe try to shop Scott Wedgwood.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's
yeah.
a guy that had a really good start to the season. He's pretty high in the ranks because of it.
Yep.
And I mean, you know, Hart's probably gonna see more starts the rest of the season, I would think, with him dealing with this back spasm injury.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even if he comes back and he's healthy for a little bit, I'm still kind of worried about that. So
What about like a Dmitry Voronkov?
totally,
Do you think that's kind of your range too?
I'd totally sell Voronkov. He was a waiver guy for
Yep.
most of the first half of the season here. So
I think that honestly, and if Carter Hart is the fourth guy on someone's team, it's very realistic that you could get something like that done.
There's very high upside there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
we've seen what he could do.
Okay, we're gonna play one more game. Now I have NHL's rankings up. Now I'm not taking these for gospel because it's only the top 25. But that being said, would you rather have right now Carter Hart or Linus Ullmark?
Carter Hart.
I guess Carter Hart. Yeah.
Carter Hart. Allmark is going to get the bulk of those starts for sure, but he's just been so untrustworthy, I feel, in terms of fantasy. I dropped him in one of my leagues for, I think it was Anthony Stolarz, who's on IR now, so that didn't really help me out. But,
Didn't pan out though, you might think.
no,
yeah.
but
Lateral move.
yeah, but Allmark's just, he's so up and down. He'll give you a 35 save shutout, and then he'll let in 6 goals.
Yeah, no in between.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give you one more. Would you rather have Hallmark, or it's not Hallmark. Would you rather have Carter Hart or Frederik Andersen?
Carter Hart.
I guess Carter Hart, yeah.
Kochetkov been starting most of those games in Carolina, right? So
Interesting.
I think Hart gets a much more
So these
like
are
a much bigger start share than Freddie Andersen would get.
So these are bigger names, and it's very possible these are guys you could go send a 1-for-1 for.
I would
Hey,
also
give me Carter Hart. I'll send you Frederik Andersen.
Yeah.
If I just said that to you, your brain, without having looked at anything, if you weren't really paying attention, your brain would probably go, why?
Yeah.
Right? Like just it's the name difference. I feel would lean in a way that you'd be able to get something like that done.
And Vegas, I feel like they're up there in terms of team caliber with Carolina for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Especially with Stone back.
Totally.
100%.
Another guy I would trade for Carter Hart would be Dan Vladar. He's a guy that's been performing really well recently, and he's pretty up there in the position rankings at the moment. I think he's 14th ranked goalie in fantasy right now on Yahoo.
Mm-hmm.
I would totally shop Vladar. The Flyers kind of suck, and he is getting a good amount of starts, but I don't see that lasting long.
No, I don't mind that. That's a high upside trade that could work out really well in your favor.
Yeah, former Philly goalie for a Philly goalie. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on over to Steven Stamkos hits 1,200 NHL career points.
Yeah, congrats to the Stammer.
Only took him half a season to get those last 6, eh?
Yeah, things are looking grim in Nashville.
A little bit there, yeah.
Things are looking very grim. Yeah, do we ever see a bounce back from Steven Stamkos on the Predators, or do you think it would have to take him moving, or is it just never going to happen?
I think it just doesn't happen.
He's kind of been doing it right now. He's kind of been bouncing back right now. He's got 5 points in his last 4 games, 3 goals in his last 4 games. I don't really think that lasts long, but
no, I think that's just a little hot streak probably.
he's a guy that's been on the waivers for most of the year anyways. A lot of guys overdrafted him thinking that he was somehow going to turn into vintage Stamkos without playing with Braden Point and Kucherov, but
yeah, and that was just never going to happen though.
So if he ends up getting dealt,
if he gets dealt to a top 5, top 10 team, I'm picking him up right away.
Do we see a team that kind of sticks out as somewhere that he would fit well?
What's his contract at?
Stamkos?
Yeah. Is he making a boatload or?
I don't think his contract was huge.
Let's see.
I think he signed a 3-year deal.
He signed a 4-year, $32 million contract.
That's tough. That's what, 8 a year?
8 a year.
Yeah.
I mean, with the way that things have been going though, like I don't like 8 mil now is not as much as 8 mil was even last year.
They're going to be selling no matter what.
Still though, it's roughly, 12 to 15%, or sorry, just under 10% of your salary cap.
Yeah, it's still a decent chunk, but I feel like if you send him to a contender where he's not fighting for his life, I think that 8 mil starts to look a lot.
It looks a
reasonable.
lot better for sure. Yeah.
You know what? Like I
Are you taking if you're a contender, are you rather buying Kadri or are you buying Stamkos?
I'd rather buy Stamkos.
What?
Oof, I'd rather buy Kadri.
Yeah,
I'd go
100%
Kadri on that too, yeah.
And I'm a Calgary hater because I'm a Flames fan. But especially you look at the the play style. If you're not buying a number 1 center, if you're a contender, you're buying a number 2, number 3 center.
Yeah.
Kadri fits that role. Stamkos does not clearly fit that role.
Yeah, but I can also see him. I can see him being more impactful.
What about Dallas?
Yeah, like even on Dallas, I can see him being more impactful than Kadri. And it's harder to see because he's really not doing a whole lot. But that being said, yeah, like when he left Tampa, like he was not showing any signs of slowing down.
He had one bad season recently. We're with Tampa, didn't he?
I don't think he.
I wouldn't even call it bad.
No,
I don't think
it's
bad
at all.
Like not
It's
like
when he hit
elite
Nashville.
Stamkos.
Yeah,
level,
but it's
but-
when he hit Nashville. That's when the wheels kind of fell
Oof.
off.
1 second left.
100%.
Hmm.
Yeah, if he gets dealt to a top 5 team, I'm picking him up right away.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yep.
He could see decent power play time on any contending team.
High
I feel
ceiling there.
he's got that playoff experience. He's won those cups.
I
That's a
think,
guy you want on a playoff team. Bro.
I think the comparison from him to Kadri is I think your ceiling's higher with Stamkos, but your floor
Your
might
floor
be a
is
bit
higher
lower.
with Kadri.
Whereas Kadri's got the higher floor but
Yeah,
lower
I
ceiling.
agree.
So I mean it's kind of depend. Again though, like Kadri's rostered in most leagues. Is he not?
Yeah.
What's his percentage?
It's 80 something.
Yeah, Kadri you'll have a tough time finding on the wire.
Those are just both guys that play really well with good players.
Yeah, but
Yeah, like
Kadri does it without.
73% rostered, whereas a guy like Stamkos is going to be more available. So
True.
Yeah, Stamkos is sitting at what, 35?
He's gonna be a waiver guy.
yep, 100%. Yeah, if he gets traded, could be a league winner.
Totally.
All right, moving on over. Jesper Wallstedt named Rookie of the Month.
Yeah. Who
Crazy.
saw that? Who saw that coming?
Crazy. And I'm sure if you're a hockey fan, you've seen like every meme created about that trade with the Edmonton Oilers, especially considering last night they play and Wallstedt stands on his head.
Yep.
Shuts him out.
What a beautiful thing, man.
It
Supposed to be
really
their pick.
is.
And then, I mean, like, we're just talking about Carter Hart, too, who, if not for the insane amount of backlash they would have got, was a no-brainer for the Oilers.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, no-brainer. Everyone thought for sure he was Edmonton bound.
They fumbled that so hard.
They did, but I mean, like, that guy going to a Canada team after the whole...
Yeah,
You know he wants to get the fuck out of the country.
He would have got eaten the fuck alive
Yeah.
by Canadian media.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
But yeah, dude, 7 goals in his last 7 starts allowed. Like,
It's nuts.
that's just unreal. He's got 4 or 5 shutouts on the season.
Yeah.
Leads the league in shutouts.
So let me propose something to you guys. The aforementioned Carter Hart. Would you rather have him or would you rather have Wallstedt?
Wallstedt.
I'd rather have Wallstedt.
Wallstedt's looked like a stud. I trust it way more. And he had crazy prospect pedigree.
Yeah,
The thing is
give
the-
me
The
Esper.
thing is,
The timeshare.
There's a guy named Philip Gustafson
Yeah.
who's also very good at hockey.
Yep.
Sometimes.
That's what
Sometimes.
kind of almost leans me a little Carter Hartish.
Sounds like a guy that's got fucking Carter Hart on his roster. He's trying to sell us.
Dude, I don't know, man.
What's Hill's injury though? Like how long's Hill out for?
I think it was his knee.
Which is not great for a goalie.
No, and then I
No,
believe this
not
is
ideal.
reoccurring as well.
I don't think it's too bad if you're a.
So Ivan Demidov played.
Demidov mentioned.
No, it looks like Aiden Hill's week to week. And
Yeah.
there's not really been much of note since.
There's been no news whatsoever. And it's driving me crazy because I
Yeah.
drafted him as my top goalie in both my leagues. But
Usually no news is not good news, which is mildly concerning.
Especially being a lower body injury for your goaltender who's had lower body injuries in the past.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think there is more opportunity for Carter Hart to take more games started than for.
I mean, what's he
Wallstedt
had?
to do
one
so.
one good game? Was it, or has he played 2
Hart?
now?
he's only
He's
just
only
played one.
Yeah. Did you see his AHL stats?
Yeah, absolutely. And then he went and played the way he did in the NHL.
That's
So
it's
like-
conditioning.
Yeah.
I
you
just
know?
think we're a little early on the horse.
I think we 100%.
Oh, we very well could be,
This
yeah.
is early.
That's why I'm taking Wallstedt. You know, he's come out of the gate red fucking hot
Yeah.
and is not showing any sign of slowing down.
I mean, but then we also saw this out of Jet Greaves last year at the end of the season. Very, very similar situation. Comes into the season, not that he's been bad this year, but he certainly hasn't been as good as he was at the end of last season.
No.
So I can see this. I can see this being a timeshare that you do want a piece of, But I can also see Carter Hart being kind of the bona fide bell cow goaltender for a while if Aiden Hill remains out.
Let me give you guys a few other would you rathers for Jesper Wallstedt here. I know we talked about Linus Ullmark a little earlier. Would you rather have Linus Ullmark or Jesper Wallstedt rest of the season?
Probably Jesper, yeah. If I'd rather have Hart than Linus, then I'd rather have Jesper than Hart.
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna go with the old theory of quantity over quality. I'm gonna go with Ullmark on that one.
Interesting. How about Joseph Woll or Jesper Wallstedt going forward?
I'd probably go Wallstedt there.
Yeah.
How long is Stoller's out?
He should be back relatively soon.
Yeah. Again, and it's a timeshare. You can get good stuff out of timeshares. The only thing about timeshares though is you need your goalies to play good when they play.
When they do play, yeah, you do.
Because when you got a guy who's getting 75% of the workload, he can have a bad game as long as he's not putting you in the negatives and make up for it just because he's playing that many more games. So, yeah, I feel like that's kind of why I feel like that's. Anyways, go ahead.
Would you take Spencer Knight?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd take
Over Jesper Wallstedt?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm fine to live through the growing pains of him kind of finally being
Playing for the Shithawks?
Yeah, and this is really his first year of a full workload.
Being the guy, yeah.
Being the guy, right? So, and you know what? I believe in the talent. Like, he also had a great prospect profile. So, yeah, I'd ride him into the sunset.
One more guy here for you. Karel Vejmelka. That's how you say it, right?
Yep.
Karel Vejmelka of the Utah Mammoth. He's been their starter pretty much the whole year.
Yeah, I don't even know on that one.
Don't they have Connor Ingram?
Nope.
No, they don't.
Who's their backup?
I don't think he's anyone of note. You know, I'd probably.
Maybe they do.
I'd probably go with Melka as well.
Oilers. What?
Vejmelka over Wallstedt.
Yep, I'd probably.
Dude,
go with
how many guys they got on that?
I don't know
roster?
about that, man. I'm totally going Wallstedt on that.
Yeah.
We'll move on over here to another goaltender, who's a guy who's kind of had his troubles this year. Jordan Binnington. He's been the king of inconsistency for the Blues. I mean, that team as a whole has also just not been good.
Staple of ass, yeah.
And the other night he was pulled against the Ducks after allowing 2 goals on 5 shots, and then proceeded to beak off to his coach before walking off into the tunnel.
I love it.
And yeah, just because he's a competitor.
I mean, you always want a little bit of that out of your goalies, right? Like, it's when you're growing up, it's funny we got 2 goalies here. You talk about how you want your goalies to be a little nuts, a little bit crazy.
You never like being taken out, you know.
Yeah, and
and you want the guy to probably be a little pissed off.
It's a little Max Scherzer-esque, right? Like, I kind of want that competitor instinct out of my goalie.
He is pretty crazy.
Yeah, and I, looking at Olympics and everything, I don't think this changes a thing.
You know what? I see what you're saying, but I think when it comes to Jordan Binnington, there's a time and a place. And he has often managed to find, not that we can see what goes on behind closed doors, but we can see what's going on the cameras. And he's often found the wrong time and the wrong place to say some shit that he probably shouldn't say.
Yep.
I think there needs to be a higher degree of professionalism. You want to see him fired up. You want to see that competitor instinct. Absolutely. You want to see that he actually gives a shit about what he's doing. But that being said, walking through the tunnel and beaking off at your coaches and your teammates, like, that's just not the way to do it, in my opinion. My point is, you don't see the greats do that. The only one you might have seen do that was Patrick Waugh. And he was an anomaly. And
there's a lot of others. Emery was nuts.
I don't know if Emery goes down as one of the greats, though.
Hot take. Give him a chip for that one. That's crazy.
Ray Emery, no. He's not going to go down as one of the greats. At least of our generation, too. Like,
He wasn't our generation.
No, I know he wasn't. I'm saying the ones in our generation. Can you think of one that has had this much publicity because of his mouth?
Yeah, true enough.
Well, the crazy. Speaking of that, do you follow him on Instagram?
Who?
Bennington.
No.
So you know how you get suggested posts by like what someone else that you follow likes?
Yeah.
I keep seeing the ones he likes. Dude, this guy's nuts. Hey,
Really?
he's nuts.
What
Oh
is he
my
liking?
god! Like like he's liking the most like racist red wing or like I'm a right wing guy. He's liking some stuff that you're just like, oh wow, like that's not. You know, you got a million
Yeah,
followers,
Things
bud.
that
Like
shouldn't be discussed
no,
on the podcast.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Also by a professional NHL player on his public Instagram account liking it. I'm always like, ooh. It's like I remember when Zane Parekh was a rookie, there was a highlight tape that like really kind of framed him as like the savior of the Flames. So it was a bunch of clips of like commentators talking about the Flames, and it was like they're in disarray, they're falling, they're blah blah blah, and then it cuts to with the 8th overall pick, the Calgary Flames select Zane Parekh, and then it's just a bunch of his highlights. And he liked it. And I was like, ooh, like, I don't know about, like, being the 18-year-old kid walking into a dressing room with a bunch of 30-year-olds and they'd seen the post of you, like, kind of liking something that just totally shits on them.
Yeah.
I was like, you might be, have some media training coming here, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of Zane Parekh, shout out. He walked right by me at the rink the other day, and I was this close from asking him to be on the Stick Crew podcast.
Didn't quite happen.
Yeah.
Next time.
We're coming for you, Zane.
Yeah. I mean, back to just quickly about the Olympic spot being in jeopardy. I don't think the reason why he's getting the Olympic spot is because of his regular season performance ever. No. Except for maybe that 1 year.
Okay, so I think we all agree that Logan Thompson should be the starter for Team Canada in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I disagree.
Maybe not.
I think he should start. I think he should start the Olympics. And you've seen this lots in the past where the starter of the Olympics doesn't end up being the closer of the Olympics.
I don't agree. I mean, I just think as much as Bennington's been off it this year, like after last year's performance, he won us the Four Nations Cup, right? Like you can't not go back to a guy after that. And to be fair, he's a psychopath that has always seemingly turned it on when the lights are the brightest.
Yeah.
I feel like you kind of have to at least start with him, and if it goes bad, then you turn it over to Wedgwood. But I think not Wedgwood, Thompson.
That is
What the hell's going on here?
I want you guys to just quickly rank, especially these 3 goalies: Logan Thompson, Jordan Binnington, and Darcy Kemper.
What about Monte?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're cut.
I mean, in terms of how I would play them if I was the Olympic manager, or just in terms of... Because there's a difference.
Who you'd rather start?
Then I would go Binnington, Thompson, and then... yeah.
As a Kings fan, would you start Binnington over Darcy Kemper?
Yep. I'd probably go in order... I'd probably start Logan Thompson, see what he can do during the first half of the tournament. If he flops, then you go Binnington.
Yep.
And then you go Kemper as your third. Because that's a fantastic third to have.
I mean, I agree, but I also part of me is like you got to start getting some young guys in there, like especially with how weak Canada's goaltenders are going forward. Like you look at a couple of those young guys, right? Like,
No.
I don't know if he can wear that jersey. Just
Hockey Canada's they got enough of a spotlight on them.
The entirety of Canada would go absolutely ballistic if Carter Hart got named to the.
Oh my God! Could you imagine? Fuck.
No, but I mean, you look at Fowler. You look at the Montreal guy, Dobes. Is that how you say it?
Dobes, yeah.
Yeah, Dobes. Yeah. There's a couple young options moving forward that I think you could make an argument for trying to get some experience given to.
Fowler?
Yeah. Is he not Canadian?
I don't. You're gonna have to cut this part. Who the fuck are you talking about?
The Anaheim goalie. Who's Anaheim?
Lucas Dostal?
Is that the Canadian guy? Who am I thinking of? One sec.
Yeah.
John Gibson?
You're thinking of Cam Fowler.
Dude, McKay has...
Jesus.
That's a defenseman.
McKay, you have way too many like questions. Like you're like putting us on the spot like every 10 seconds.
say.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, like do you know about this guy? Like,
Is there a type C somewhere?
Hofer, that's who I'm
What?
thinking of.
We're cut. Do we have a type C in here anymore?
Oh. I don't know. I don't think it's the time just yet to.
You take
Yeah.
Bennington's backup there?
Huh?
You take Bennington's backup with you?
No. I don't think it's
Looking
time.
up beside you somewhere.
I don't think there's enough talent in the pipeline to be making goaltender
Yeah,
talent
it's
in the
tough.
pipeline, to be making the choice to be like, okay, we're gonna start moving the young guys in there. I'd like if
The
you had,
Olympics isn't the time either.
no, like, and if
Yeah.
if you had some talented young Canadian goalies, sure.
I guess we have to step back up.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
to get back in there.
I am retired and would have never come close.
Yeah, that might be a.
Yeah, I think the skill was more the problem.
Yeah, or the dodging pucks.
yeah. Whatever.
Okay,
I
we're
beat those allegations.
we're gonna move on over here to just the Tampa Bay Lightning in general, and all these players that have really started to pop off recently, with the exception to Braden Point. I wanna just absolutely dismiss all of the slander that Braden Point is getting for being selected to Team Canada. Like, I don't know why everybody's so up in arms about his slow start affecting him playing for the Canadian Olympic team. Like, I just think it's ridiculous. That guy is still a stud, and
It's a completely different situation. You can't base how they're doing that year on whether or not they go to the Olympics, in my opinion.
oh, totally.
No, I agree.
Unless it's like one of your top prospect young guys that's broken out. I feel like that's when that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Like Celebrini, that like he's totally in the conversation now. Bedard totally in the conversation now.
Yeah.
But like negative play from Braden Point, who's been historically super productive. Yeah, that's not even a question. He goes.
It really looks like the buy low window for Nikita Kucherov has gone out the fucking window.
If y'all
Yeah.
listen, you'll be happy right now.
Yeah, if you bought low on him while you had the chance, good for you. He's got 13 points in his last 6 games.
Yeah.
He's really turned it on. Same with Brandon Hagel, 12 points in his last 6 games. Hagel's looked amazing. I would love to see him on the Canadian team if that's a possibility.
I prefer it to the young guys.
Yeah, but there's other spots.
This guy just loves him like good young guy.
Pause.
Hold on.
Hold up.
Yeah.
A good young guy over the age of 18. Over the
Jesus.
Flip
Yeah. Darren Radish too. Like
Yeah.
he's come into sorry, you're gonna have to cut that.
He's come into.
Yeah, well, I can't stop there. I was just being dumb. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah. So Darren Radish comes into Victor Hedman's spot there on the top line power play. 7 points in the last 4.
Just been unreal.
Yeah. Does he keep PP1? I think the seniority there says no, but
Probably
you know what?
not,
He
no.
is outplaying what Hedman was doing when he was healthy.
Oh, totally.
So
They've-
it's at least a conversation.
They found some sort of chemistry there, and that you love to see that with your top guy being out.
Yeah.
Like if he keeps this production up, maybe they ease Hedman slowly back in on PP2, and then
It's possible.
I feel like it is inevitable though that he goes back to that role just because he's been there for so long. But
he certainly takes it back at some point.
But-
I think, yeah.
but that bolsters your PP2, I guess, and
100%.
you love to see that from
You'll
them.
take it.
And it could be the kind of situation like in the past where they've, like Sergachev was looking like he was meshing with those guys on the top power play really well. And as much as I don't think it's going to happen, like if it does happen, I'm not going to be completely baffled where Radish holds that top spot because he's rolling with them.
I mean, how can you
Yeah.
not mesh with that power play unit? Like,
Yeah.
It's an unreal power play.
Yeah, at a certain point too, right? It's like we could throw Rishi in on defense. He'd be bound to get a point or two.
Yeah. Off his skate, off his face,
Off
Yeah.
his gut.
off his gut.
Nice.
Let's right on.
Shout out Team Canada sledge hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to the boys.
fantastic.
Big happy birthday to Aaron Halbert.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday,
You've
Aaron.
been looking great out there. We're watching you live here from the Crew studio.
Not sure if he listens to the pod, but
If he
He'll
doesn't,
have to now.
yep.
yeah, Aaron, if you're not watching this, fuck your birthday. And,
We'll make him a clip.
Yeah.
Send it off to him for
There we
after the
go.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on over now to the New Jersey versus Blue Jackets brawl.
That was just unreal.
Yeah, 4 fights in 9 minutes. Just some teams they just want to kill each other.
Yeah.
I think that was that situation.
Yeah, like Dmitry Voronkov, dude.
that was
You good there?
outrageous. Yeah, we're good.
Dmitry Voronkov absolutely just put the lights out on Brendan Dillon, and
Yeah.
I was surprised that he played in the next game because that man was woozy getting up. But and then I think it was not Sean Monahan. Someone else went after Voronkov after that, and he fought again. And then Sean Monahan got into a few scraps, Flames legend, and
Flame something.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he scored 2 goals in that game too. Love to see that from him. But that was just an unreal sequence of events and really, really fun to watch. And I mean, especially for people in the States, I feel like they just love that shit. They just eat it up.
Yeah, just like a couple times a season, you'll just get one of those games where just everyone's on fucking UFC timing.
Just mayhem.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if there's a UFC pay-per-view last weekend, and they're like, oh my god, yeah, I'm fucking fired up.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, totally.
Yeah, there's just a few other things I wanted to touch on here about just the league's state in general. 5 out of 7 Canadian teams are in the bottom 10 of the league right now.
Yikes.
It's pretty ugly for Canadian teams, and
Goddamn Trudeau.
yeah, he fucked the dog, man.
It is. It's not the era. But that being said, hopefully there's lots of early picks, and that transpires into young, powerful teams.
So
yeah, that'd be all right.
if I want to pose a question to you guys, if you see any of those 2 teams making playoffs this year, who would it be ideally? Because I don't think
Any 2
any
Canadian?
any 2 Canadian teams, because I don't think any of the 7 are in position right now.
Oh, it's pretty easy to me. It's Oilers and Canadiens.
Oilers and Canadians.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
You think the Jets fall out?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say. Jets are out
right now.
I do like the Jets. I just feel like they don't have the star power to get truly there.
The Oilers or the Canadiens?
The Oilers
Yeah,
surely
those
just
are the only
fucking
2
even
that-
out enough to
Like
get
as
there.
much as I hate that answer, it is.
That's the only
Oilers.
answer.
The Oilers feel like the only one that probably surefire does make it.
I'd
I
be
just don't
shocked
see a
if
world where
Montreal
they miss
doesn't.
the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd be a bit shocked too.
They've had some shaky goaltending, but it seems like Montembeault's starting to get it figured out, and their young guy's been unreal. Dobes.
Yep. They just
Shout out to Ivan Demidov.
Yep.
Yeah, we almost
enough.
forgot.
Just-
Shout out to Ivan Demidov.
Oh,
sure, bro,
yeah,
for
here, let's get
Demidov.
some extra views from Montreal fans. Demidov is the most underrated or overrated player in the entire NHL. He's awful. He doesn't back check. He's just atrocious. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, what's French for ass?
Clip it.
The ass.
Nicky Manoj.
Beauté.
Tabernac de. I don't know.
I don't know. It's a made up language.
Yeah, the Canadiens, they just beat the Jets in a shootout tonight. So that kind of helps,
yeah.
Helps with that.
secure some opinion there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it does feel like the 2 though.
Yep.
And it really feels like neither of them makes any real noise.
I could see Montreal making some noise. They like that.
I
power
just
play
don't
one
see
last
any
year was
Canadian
just
team making any
disgusting.
fucking noise anymore.
Well, I mean, it's
We'll never
tough.
see one win a cup again. At this rate.
Yeah, the taxes kind of kill you.
It's a crazy take.
Especially Montreal's the worst in the league for taxes too. Does
Maybe
not
Gavin
bode well
McKenna.
Does
for.
that surprise you?
I'd expect Vancouver to be the.
Or either of the Ontario teams?
Yeah, the
No.
Ontario teams too.
I would say it's either between Quebec or BC. I guarantee actually Vancouver's number 2 in terms of worst taxes.
Probably.
Yeah. You can Google
Only if we had this magical device that had access to the internet.
This is a tax
And Google
podcast now.
says.
Yeah.
I mean, it matters a lot when you're talking about it's like salary caps and everything. It's crazy to me that it hasn't been accounted for yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a bit. Some places you're fucking losing half of that money.
Yeah,
Mm.
I mean, like a $10 million contract in a Canadian market versus an $8 million contract in Florida is essentially the same thing, which is just absurd, right? Like that is such a bargaining chip when it comes to signing big free agents. When it comes
Yeah.
to,
Yeah, it gives you a leg up for sure.
is it Vancouver too?
No, it's the Atlantic provinces, so Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, Labrador.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking.
We're not talking
What-
in general, ding dong. We're talking about hockey. We just fired our accountant, actually.
He's beaking off in the
Our
background.
production assistant's off to a rough day.
What's,
It's,
what's the Rogan assistant that he always shits on? Jamie. Yeah. God damn it, Jamie. God damn it.
Damn it, Adam!
Come back into the room. I hear you guys saying, "Ooh, what's higher taxes?" But if you wanted to know, that was good.
So McKay's gonna lead our next segment here. I know you prepared a few things to chat about.
I got a couple. Are we going with the Russians or the
Whatever you
the
like,
101s?
brother.
Okay.
Lead it off.
What are we doing with the Russians?
Well, I wanted to talk about a
We have very little
how-
information on this document.
how a
We love
Russian
Putin. I just wanted to
how a team Russia would look if there was an Olympic team this year because they
Oh,
don't
God.
have one. It's one of the funny. I was looking it up. It's one of the funniest looking rosters you've ever seen. Just like the amount of talent at the winger position is disgusting. The lack of talent at right defense or center is also disgusting, but in a different way.
I mean, hey, man, yeah, you got the two unks leading your center lines.
Yeah.
With Ovi and Malkin, which honestly, like, it's not the worst.
You could
top
be
two
worse
center.
off,
It
yeah.
could be worse. They're reliable veterans. You get Kucherov on that top line, Panarin probably. Dude, Panarin, Kucherov, and Ovechkin on
And
the
pretty
line.
disgusting.
Kaprizov, Kuznetsov,
Dude,
like they got a ton.
Kaprizov especially.
Here's
He-
a fun
he
game.
might
Why
be
don't
on
we
that.
build a Russian roster, but we can't include any guys whose name ends in ov, and it drops off so quick. Ovechkinov.
Yeah, it's pretty much only Panarin.
Yeah, it would be a great team minus the lack of back checking.
Hey man, Tarasenko.
The other thing I wanted to talk about was looking at it from whether you're looking at it from a dynasty fantasy hockey team or just from like if I was going to start my own franchise and there was a draft of every player in the league, at what point do you take a guy like Bedard or Celebrini over McDavid? Obviously, it's McDavid right now. But he's about to turn 29. At what age would you say that value kind of swaps when, you've no guarantee that Bedard or Celebrini's careers will stack up to McDavid's long term, but you do get an extra 10 years of
You could
play.
be at that point now in a dynasty league, hypothetically.
Really?
I don't know about now. I feel
Now's
like
probably a bit early, but like you said, you get an extra 10 years.
I don't think it happens for at least another 5.
5 is a bit much for me, especially the one thing that might piss off some Oilers fans that I say is I still think McDavid's the best player in the league. Don't think it's even relatively close. But once McDavid does start to slow down, I think it's going to come fast.
Connor begs to differ with you on that one.
I just
Yeah, I'd
think
take fucking Nathan McKinnon today.
First star of the month, baby, Nathan McKinnon.
I would take Nathan McKinnon
Yeah.
today.
That's a good point. I mean, I don't necessarily disagree if you're talking about like a playoff roster. I do like the play style of McKinnon more than McDavid. But I don't think it's a question who's the most like talented player in the NHL right now is McDavid.
No, it's probably not, but I also like
But
the guy that fucking wins.
What I
the
was saying
game.
though is once McDavid starts to slow down, I think it's going to happen fast, mostly because he's a player that has so much reliance on his speed, and that's generally one of the first things to go. You know, you look at some of the old guys that still keep it going. They're not fast players, right? Like you look at the success of Ryan O'Reilly this year. He's not a speedster by any stretch of the imagination.
His hands are just unreal.
It's
though,
just
as
got
well.
yeah.
Like
McDavid.
that's not just gonna
His
fade
being
away.
Connor McDavid.
Yes,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong.
not Ryan O'Reilly.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. He's not gonna fall off to like a scrub or anything like that. But in terms of like being, I don't think he's gonna stick around the same way that you're seeing Crosby stick around.
Yeah.
In terms of like at 38, I can't see him being as productive as.
I can.
I
Really?
totally can.
I think he's smart. He's a smart hockey player, and smart hockey players seem to find a way to adapt their games so
That's
they
true,
can
too.
continue playing at a high level.
And he's gotten to play with guys like Sidney Crosby and Nathan McKinnon, like
Yep.
you know, in the Four Nation Face-Off in the Olympics.
Yep.
He's going to be getting that kind of experience. He's probably going to learn some stuff from them too about how to stay healthy, how to maintain your body that long. You know, like I don't see
But I
why they
think
wouldn't.
If you go back to early career McKinnon, early career Crosby, you've always seen them be more of a bump and grind type of player than you see with McDavid.
McDavid's been relatively tough. Like he hasn't had that many stints on the IR throughout his career. You know,
No, not too many.
Except for when he punched the glass in his rookie year. Or was that when he's still in junior? Do you guys remember that?
Punch the glass.
Yeah, he
I
got.
remember the collarbone.
You don't remember that? He punched
Break his hand.
the glass and broke his hand. Yeah. Yeah, Flames fans loved that one when it happened.
Oh,
That was a bit of a.
I
It
do
was a
remember
high point.
collarbone
Yeah.
going. That was yeah, I hate the guy.
That was
I don't even know what to-
robbery.
The ref's looking for the puck as if it's still in the.
oh brother.
Traffic jam.
Anyways, yeah, I think really to answer your question, I think McDavid is just that good, and I'm not taking those young guys over him for.
No, he's got time.
Maybe till
I'm
he's-
not today.
I think 5 years is a bit much. I'd say 3 to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not taking a 33-year-old over a 23-year-old that's averaging over a point a game. That's crazy to me.
But we can also watch that 33-year-old leave this team, go to somewhere else, be even more productive. Like I think he's that talented that he could do that.
I don't know that his production changes by leaving though.
No, and you know,
I think
it-
his production in Edmonton's
it might,
fine.
It probably doesn't.
I think he just wins more.
Yeah,
Not in Edmonton.
but it could.
It could. I mean, depending on where he went to. But like having a running mate like Draisaitl is.
That's the thing.
It doesn't get much better than that.
That's the thing. Yeah, I'm
Now having a goalie like Stuart Skinner, everywhere is much better than that.
yeah.
Well, and then it also depends on the young guys, right? Because like I would say probably at about 2 to 3 years into McDavid's career, it became quite clear that he's a more valuable asset than Crosby.
Yeah, I mean, it fully depends on those young guys
Right?
too, right? Like
Yeah.
if Bedard's keeping pace with McDavid in like a year's time for some reason, then sure, I'd take
Yeah.
Bedard in a heartbeat. He's 10 years younger, keeping pace with the guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess in that case, yes.
But today I wouldn't. I mean, there's,
Yeah.
there's
and
too
do
many
I see that
factors.
happening? No.
No, I don't either.
I don't see it with Bedard. I could
couple
see it with
years out.
Celebrini.
I don't
Hot
know.
take.
I don't know. I think you take that gigantic sample size of production and that makes the biggest difference for me.
I totally disagree with that take. By the way, I think Bedard.
Is clear Celebrini?
Yeah,
Yeah, I do too.
I just think Celebrini is a more more complete player.
they've both had amazing seasons to this point, but like even just watching Bedard in last night's game against Vegas, like
I'll
just
tell you what, man.
so disgusting, dude.
In a year's time, I am taking Calgary Flame, Gavin McKenna over.
Yup. Yup.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, unless Cooley
Okay.
has his way. Holy, that guy's been on fire.
Okay, what else do you got for us, man?
That was the two. Potential Team Russia and, the young guys versus McDavid.
Here we go.
Cool.
Well, that'll bring us over to one of our favorite and most painful segments of the week.
Yeah. Oh, do we
Hot
still have
takes.
some?
Hot
Good
takes.
God, they're
Hot
behind
takes.
your
Hot,
chair.
hot, hot, hot.
Fuck, man. These chips have been marinating for like a year. That's dreadful.
I'm gonna get her started, boys. Ooh, they smell very.
They smell seasoned and aged.
Ugh. Yeah, it looks like it gained seasoning somehow. I don't know how that's possible, but
It looks like that every fucking week, and I don't know why. Like, they're genuinely concerning.
God, I think I just choked on some dust.
Yeah, you got to go for that one. You can't put it back. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I feel like
It's
this
the
is kind
roulette
of
of
cheating
chips.
because it's
No.
not a full one. I feel like I'm.
No, you can have
Is
it.
it? Yeah,
Might
you got to
get
eat
that.
that one. That one's got
That's
some extra
probably
powder
fine.
on it.
All right, so this is our hot take segment for those of you tuning in for the first time, where we eat a hot chip and give a hot take depending on rest of season or by weekly or monthly or however long for the hockey
Yeah,
season.
well, it's a little more on the rest of the season side, I feel like, for
For
the
hockey,
pod.
yeah, it's hard to go week to
Harder
week.
to go week to week, yeah.
But here we go. I think our boy Jesper Wallstedt finishes as a top 5 goalie this season.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow. No way.
Toasty.
Yummy.
I don't think you can in a timeshare.
I just
Can
went
you?
in for a second one.
I guess Omar did with Boston.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, you
It's happened
definitely
before.
can. What's he at now?
The breakout is here, man.
What did you say? What's he at now?
Yeah.
You know what his fantasy rank? Because I think we got him at 221.
Oh
Is a Flames hot take? I think Devin Cooley's traded before the deadline.
Really?
Ooh,
I don't see why not.
sure.
Guy's been performing relatively well. You want to get as much value as possible.
There's a massive need at the position across the league.
What the fucking fuck?
Oh my! Wait.
Lick it.
Look at
Flip
that
it.
shit, man. My hot take for the week, man. I'm going back to the Sidney Crosby well. He's at 18 goals on the year right now. I don't say he sets his career best. I looked it up. His career best is 51, but I think he has the second highest scoring season of his career.
What's currently his second?
44?
Ooh.
He's at
That's a
18
tough-
right now.
yeah.
Let's see it, Sid. I
He's,
love
he's
that.
hypothetically on pace.
I love that take.
Right on. Yeah, I'll go back to my team and my hot take is that Brant Clark is gonna have a almost second half breakout, and he's gonna finish as a top 15 defenseman in fantasy hockey.
Petition to ban Spencer's hot takes from including Kings players. Yeah, this is just
I think
getting,
that's my first one of the year.
I guarantee it's not.
We're going to be seeing a lot of them going
is.
forward, probably.
The first one was Vasilevsky. Yes, not yesterday. Last episode was Vancouver, and now we finally hit the Kings.
Yeah, good fucking Jesus. That sucked.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be right there with you.
I'm still on
All right,
fire,
eat
man.
that chip. I gotta go pee.
I'm still on fire. Alrighty.
Ugh.
That's going to do it for us for this week. Fantasy Hockey Podcast. Thanks so much for watching the Stick Crew, you guys. Make sure to subscribe, drop a like on YouTube. Go follow the Instagram and the TikTok at the Stick Crew. And listen on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify.
Yeah.
And Spencer, where's the OnlyFans, brother?
I don't know.
Go Team Russia.
It is, listen, we've had some talks today. There's content ideas.
Peace out.
Okay, peace.